Hello, good afternoon, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode. And I know a lot of you folks haven't seen me in a minute. So happy New Year. It's been that long. I hope and trust everyone enjoyed the holiday period. And as we're about to get back to our regular proceedings, covering track and field action as well as football as usual. The Reggae Boys, they learned who the opponents would be a little bit earlier this week, or should I say late last week, as well as the schedule of fixtures, when they'll be played, where they'll be going, etc. Big up all the sponsors as well. Quicklink Shipping, big shout out. Anything you need shipped into the island, Quicklink Shipping has you covered. Just check them out on Instagram or on Facebook at Quicklink Shipping. Yeah, so what's good, Halftime TV family? Let me know, let me know. I have an interesting topic for you today that I want to discuss because last night while watching the news, I heard that Damion Lowe will be awarded by Camperdown, as well as another ex-athlete of the school. But it begs a question now, and I want to throw it out there to the Halftime TV family because Damion Lowe has been big up John Paul. Damion Lowe has been an exceptional athlete throughout the years, very dedicated, plays with his heart on his sleeve, and we're expected to have him on the program very soon as well. We're supposed to have him after that Jamaica versus Canada game that was played in Toronto a couple of months ago, but we didn't get the opportunity to do it at that time. But nonetheless, I know Damion Lowe will be watching this, and we'll have him on here to answer some of the questions that we have. But my question to you today, folks, in the time when Damion Lowe chose to play football for Jamaica, remember, he wasn't one of those athletes who set the world on fire during his schoolboy playing years. He wasn't one of those persons that you say, okay, this person will walk directly into the national team. No, but he was a top talent regardless, right? A lot of the players who stood out during Damion Lowe's time of playing schoolboy football, they fell along the wayside. But in the time when he chose football, there wasn't really much happening for Jamaican football. And we've seen folks who are good in track and field and who are good in football, they choose track and field. And one of the main reasons why they chose track and field is because track and field is an individual sport, right? And regardless of what you think, people will say the coaches and all of that, which is fair because the coach has a major role in the development of any athlete, especially when it comes on to track and field. But it all boils down to that athlete and what's going through their minds at the time when that decision is made. Damion Lowe chose football, and we can draw on a quick example like Jail Hyde, right? Hyde chose tracks, right? Hyde chose tracks, having represented Jamaica in football at the junior level. So the question now becomes the mindset. Was it that Damion Lowe trusted in his ability so much to be a footballer that he decided to go with football in comparison to track and field? He was a part of the 4x1 team for Camperdown that did exceptionally well. He also did the long jump based on the records. I don't remember Damion Lowe at Champs, if I'm to be honest. But he took part in the long jump, took part in the 4x1. So now we want to know why. Why did he choose football, and why did Jail Hyde, who again still very talented, very very commendable athlete. Whenever he shows up, we know that he has something to offer. And most times with Jail, it's injuries. But regardless, these are two exceptional athletes. And when I say athlete, I'm not limiting their abilities. And they went separate ways. One chose tracks, one chose football. And Damion Lowe, I think, when he chose football, the odds against footballers coming out of Jamaica, they were stacked high. And it's just one of those that's remarkable. And it even makes what he's doing now even more remarkable, because he's playing with Philadelphia Union right now. But we've seen the route he's taken to get to Philadelphia Union. He's gone from club to club, and he seemed to have a foothold now with Philadelphia Union, where he's playing alongside the likes of national team captain Andre Blake. But viewers and subscribers, let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think are some of the things that go through an athlete's mind when choosing between track and field and football, especially during that particular time when not much never really a go on for football, if we're to put it in colloquial terms. Football wasn't at its highest point, and the chances of a young footballer making it big out of Jamaica, they weren't as great. Now things have changed. We've seen the likes of Dejon Richards, we've seen Leon Bailey, we've seen these youngsters gone to do well for themselves. Shamar Nicholson as well. So we've seen them come through mindset on football, and they've gone to make it, and they've gone on to do well. But during the time that Damion Lowe was playing schoolboy football and participating in track and field, that wasn't the case. And we know usually, especially when it comes down to athletics and to sports in general, athletes look towards a particular person or a couple of persons to say, okay, that person made it through, so maybe I'll be the lucky one to make it through next. That wasn't the case during Damion Lowe's time. All right, that wasn't the case, and it makes it even more remarkable, folks. But I'm curious. It's a number of questions. I'm just throwing it out there to hear what you guys have to say, to hear what you're thinking. Big shout out to Damion Lowe and congratulations in advance on the award that you're going to receive from Camperdown. Camperdown Classic coming up. Big shout out to that as well, and we'll be tuned into it. Hopefully, we can get some content out on it, as Halftime TV usually does. Viewers and subscribers, big up on yourself. Kaim Dixon as well, getting on the score sheet last night. Big shout out to you as well, Kaim Dixon, and what you're doing in the Jamaica Premier League. Transition usually difficult for a lot of the youngsters. We've seen Deontay Brown, I think, from Rossies. He's been doing well at Montego Bay United as well. So all the youngsters who played schoolboy football last year, who are now representing their respective teams, and they would have been a part of the teams during the schoolboy football season or around the teams, but they're now leaving their mark on the Jamaica Premier League. So big shout out to all the youngsters who are doing their thing in the Jamaica Premier League. But the question, Damion Lowe, had you been, and this is to all the viewers and subscribers, had you been in Damion Lowe's shoes during that particular era when there was nothing happening for Jamaica in football and everything really happening for Jamaica in track and field, would you have made the same bet that he did on himself? Would you have gambled on yourself, saying basically, I have a better chance at making it in football than in track and field? Let us know. And Jail Hyde, it's the same thing. We're seeing what he's doing. Had you been in Jail Hyde's shoes, would you have made that bet as well? Would you have swapped football for track and field in Jail Hyde's shoes? And would you have swapped track and field for football in Damion Lowe's shoes? I know Damion Lowe might not have been a standout track athlete, but we've seen folks who weren't the greatest track athletes during schoolboy champs years or teenage years or school years still come out to do well. A lot of the arguments that have been made for athletes who thrive and are exceptional during champs time is that they burn out by the time they get to the senior level, and a lot of them fall by the wayside. We don't really see them after champs. So would you have made the same bet? Viewers and subscribers, I want you to be honest with me. Leave the answers down in the comment section. Remember, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and ask your friends as well. Would they have made the same bet on themselves? If you have talent to run a 100-meter real quick, or you have the talent to run on the flank and put a square in or put a cross in the box, which one would you choose? I know Jamaica is regarded as a football country, but we've gotten most of the glory, especially in recent years, through track and field, and tracks in particular. So regardless of what you do, if you're the standout track athlete and if you're the standout footballer, especially in certain schools, the standout footballer is going to get more glory, going to get more attention, etc., etc. I don't think that would be a part of their thinking in making their decision. So I'm putting it over to you, the viewers. Again, peace out. Take care of yourself. hopefully Halftime TV will see you again very soon. Until next time.